Okay, so what did we discuss last time? Anyone can summarize? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last time क्या डिस्कस किया था अपन ने? कोई समराइज करेगा? Anyone? कोई इशू नहीं है. It was introductory, so anyone can summarize, I guess.
So we
Batao.
discussed about the history of evolution of computers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else?
So a difference between architecture and organization.
Yeah. So it was general introduction. Hope everyone has a clear idea right now, till now. So we left at this block diagram. So anybody can tell me what is the name for it? What is this arrangement called?
Sir, von Neumann
Von
architecture.
Neumann architecture.
Yeah, you have studied it before also thoroughly. So this is going to be the general framework for the syllabus which we are going to study. Processor, we are going to discuss memory, various type of memories, primary memory, secondary memory, how we are going to access it, input outputs, the pipelining, the data and the instructions, how they are going to actually flow in between the memory spaces inside the processor, single bus architecture, multiple bus inside the internal buses, all those things, and then the parallel processing, so the multiprocessor execution of all those things. So is this ब्लॉक डायग्राम क्लियर टू एवरीवन? बिकॉज यही हमारा फ्लो रहेगा पूरे कोर्स सिलेबस के लिए. इज इट क्लियर विथ एवरीवन?
Yes,
This diagram. Okay, so today actually the thing is that we need to just brush up some introductory things which you guys have already studied in the last courses, so that it will make more sense when you will study the processor things, all those control units, all those things. So you need to revise those things. Hopefully you have studied everything, so it will be a good thing अगर ये सब revise अपन कर लेते हैं तो. So inside a processor, it's also called a central processing unit. It mainly consists of control unit, arithmetic logic unit. All calculations happen inside. All the arithmetic calculations, all those calculations such as multiplication, addition, division, subtraction, all those things happen in ALU. Control unit generates sequence of control signals to carry out all the operations. Okay, so anyone have any idea what is this control signal? What is this control signal? Why is it used? On top of your head, what do you know about this? क्या लगता है? इस लाइन से तुमको क्या समझ में आ रहा है? I think you have studied this also.
So मतलब से जो भी ऑपरेशन करना चाह रहे हैं उसके कोई कोड होता है, तो एंड व्हेन वी ट्राई टू डू दैट ऑपरेशन, तो वो कोड से फिर करता है ऑपरेशन उसको.
कोड तो वो तो अपन मान लो ऐड R1 R2 लिखते हैं अपन. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट डज दिस मीन ऐड R1 R2?
तो मतलब लिटरली उसको R1 R2 ऐड करके R2 में स्टोर कर देगा.
What is R1 and
रजिस्टर.
R2?
register.
Register. So some data is there inside this register. Okay, what is the operation you're performing on this register?
Addition.
Addition. So you can have various operations like subtraction, addition, division, anything. Okay, so how would a computer actually, you need the computer unit needs to, the processor needs to tell everything needs to be told to the computer that you need to perform this operation, and after that you need to do this. Everything has to be told to it. So how are these instructions told to the processor, to the exact ALU? What is that instruction called?
Instruction sequencing.
That is वो तो बाद की बात. अभी you will provide some signals, ना, that you need to read, the processor needs to read, then you need to write or anything. Those are all called control signals. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So processor fetches an instruction from the memory for execution. An instruction specifies the exact operations to be carried out. It also specifies data that is to be operated on. And a program refers to a set of instructions that are required to carry out some specific task. Okay, so add R1 R2, that was your example. What is add? Can anybody tell? There is an official word for it. What is
Operation.
add? Something more specific. एक कोई word है इसको अपन कहते हैं.
OP code that is something.
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
So OP code होता था ना, this instruction
Yeah,
code.
very good. Opcode.
Yeah.
Very good. And what is this R1, R2? There is a name for that also.
Operands.
Yes, very good, very good. Is this point clear to everyone? What is opcode? What is operand? जो function we are performing on the data, that function or instruction is called as a opcode, and the data on which we are performing on is called as operand. Is this point clear with everyone? किसी को doubt है इसमें? क्योंकि यही concept we are going to use later on, so ये clear होना चाहिए. Is this clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, हो तो कोई इशू नहीं है, पूछो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, पूछो, आराम से पूछो. So the control unit basically generates the sequence of control signals to carry out these operations. So the thing is that we have to instruct everything to the computer and to perform exact instructions or a particular instructions. So the given computer has certain kind of instruction, the control signal has to be generated, and those are the control signals which actually tell the processor that needs to read, write, add, subtract, multiply, whatever. So all those instructions needs to be sent through a certain control signals. So what is the major role of ALU? It contains several registers, some general purpose registers, some special purpose registers, some temporary registers for temporary storage of the data. Acha, one question, where are these registers placed? Is it inside the processor or outside the processor? There are
outside.
Sorry?
Outside.
Okay, outside. Anybody else? Anyone else?
Sir, inside the CPUs.
Sir, registers तो inside होता है.
So inside.
Okay. अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसा करते हैं. Where is this ALU? ALU कहाँ होता है? Where is this ALU? Now, अभी अपन ने पढ़ा ना, ALU कहाँ होता है? प्रोसेसर में होता है कि बाहर
प्रोसेसर
होता है?
में.
प्रोसेसर में होता है. ठीक है, तो रजिस्टर्स ये किस में होते हैं? ये ALU के पार्ट होते हैं.
Yes.
General purpose
Yes, sir.
register, special purpose register, temporary registers, there are all inside the ALU.
Yes, sir.
So जब ALU प्रोसेसर में these registers will also be inside the processor. Is it right? Clear है? कोई
Yes.
doubt? ठीक है. So what is inside these registers? Everything यहाँ अपन जितने भी operation कर रहे हैं, what is the language we are going to perform? Is it a high level language? Is it a low level language? Do you know the difference between high level
low
and
level.
low level? Sorry?
Low level.
Low level. Okay, very good. What is low level language? Anyone?
Sir, that's like the understandable by the machine. So
Yeah, low level मतलब system level पर, एकदम system level. System क्या समझता है? Computer क्या समझता है?
binary.
Yes, very good. So यहाँ पे जितनी भी चीज़ें होंगी वो सब बाइनरी लॉजिक पे ही चलेंगी, मतलब 0 1s के फंडे पे. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे what are the operations which are inside the registers? And or not, shift, compare, carry, add, whatever. अच्छा, okay. Hopefully everyone has the knowledge of all the gates. Can anybody tell me how many gates are there? कितने गेट होते हैं अपने?
सर बेसिक तो 3 होते हैं सर.
कौन कौन से?
एंड और एंड नॉट.
वेरी गुड. उसके बाद?
So then NAND and NOR, and then sir XOR XNOR.
Not.
या XOR NOR और NAND को क्या कहते हैं अपन?
So universal
gates.
या यूनिवर्सल गेट का क्या मतलब होता है?
So मतलब वो गेट से हम हर कोई गेट बना सकते हैं, लाइक उससे कोई भी गेट बना.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. और XOR और 7 गेट्स हो गए टोटल. So those all logics will actually be implemented inside these registers. So that's how all the operations will perform at the level of computer. So at the level of, that is called low level language programming. ठीक है? Is it clear with everyone? Hopefully everyone clear है. Is it clear? कोई doubt है किसी को?
No, sir.
Okay. So it contains circuitry to carry out arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. As we have seen in the previous computers also, like when the vacuum tubes were there, उसके अंदर भी 2 electrode होते थे. 2 electrode were there inside a vacuum environment, and the electric pulse was between them. Either the pulse was there or not. So based on that logic, that was the building block for other operations. So that became the basic principle, and that is what is exactly being used inside the registers, implementing the digital logic principles. Is it clear? Is it clear with everyone? Okay, hopefully it's clear. Okay, once again, the data on which these instructions are performed is called operand or opcode.
Operand.
Operands.
Data जिस पे perform करते हैं वो operand, and the instruction which we are performing is called
Opcode.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully this is clear. So during instruction execution, the data operands are brought in from the stored registers. The desired operations carried out, and this result is stored back into registers or maybe into the memory, depending on the operations which we are performing. So to actually control everything, we need to have a control unit. So which acts as a nerve center that senses the states of various function units and sends the control signal to control their states. So like if we want to perform R1, like you want to add the data which is stored in R2 and R3 in R1, a control unit must generate a control signal in a specific sequence. So what is this control unit doing? Anyone?
Sends a signal every time an operation is
So
performed.
basically ये बता रहा है सीक्वेंस क्या रहने वाला है. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Proper flow बता रहा है. सारे instructions कैसे कैसे होंगे उसका एक proper flow is this control unit doing. Okay? Is it clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So enable the outputs of the registers. These are the instructions which has to be followed, and for them the various control signals will be generated and passed on to the memory. So that is like the first instruction is enable the outputs of registers R2 and R3. Select the addition operation, which is the opcode here. So the output of the adder circuit into register R1. So this is the various operations you need to perform to get this value, that is R1, the value of addition of data stored in R2 and R3 register in R1. So various control signals will be generated to perform this operation. So when an instruction is fetched from the memory, the operation is called the opcode is decoded by the control unit, and the control signals are issued. So now let's go into the memory unit. Memory, basically two parts in particular, primary and secondary memory. What is the major difference between them? Anyone? Anyone? The main difference between primary and secondary.
The speed of जिससे हम access कर सकते हैं.
Yeah, very good. So why do you need two kinds of memories? Why can't just processor access the secondary memory? Why do you have this kind of hierarchy of memory structure? कोई on top of mind, what do you think?
Sir,
Like,
expensive
like
होता है ज़्यादा like fast memory रखना, so इसीलिए.
Okay, expensive. Any other point?
So
So
like
प्राइमरी मेमोरी
volatile.
वोलेटाइल भी होती है ना, तो फिर सेकेंडरी
Volatile,
मेमोरी
non-volatile.
स्टोर करने मतलब वोलेटाइल नहीं रहेगी.
Okay, volatility. So what exactly does this volatility means? क्या मतलब होगा इसका?
सर कुछ टाइम के बाद प्राइमरी मेमोरी से मतलब जो हमारे पास अभी स्टोर्ड है वो हट जाएगा, और
Okay.
सेकेंडरी
Yeah.
मेमोरीज लाइक हार्ड डिस्क में हम लोग स्टोर कर सकते हैं.
Okay, so वो permanent रहेगा, कुछ दिन तक तो रहेगा ही. There is
हाँ जी.
some life to it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone is right. So the thing is that have you guys studied about abstraction? The concept of abstraction.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Why do we do abstraction? क्यों करते हैं?
So to show just the important things and to hide the unnecessary things.
Or if you tackle a bigger problem in your life, or any big things you have to achieve, like you have to complete a project or something, are you going to just start on that project and think about कि ये मेरे को तो करना है, these are the bigger goals? How do you actually solve that problem? How do you tackle that kind of a bigger problem, or any such thing in your life? How do you do that? How do you do that?
Smaller instances में.
Yeah, you break it down into smaller milestones. Is it right? Agreeable?
Yes sir.
Why do you break it down into smaller instances?
Sir, easier to solve them. फिर
Yeah,
छोटे
feasible.
छोटे.
पहला word क्या है? Feasible, है ना? Achievable. मतलब अपने को लगता है ये अपने grasp में this is what we can do, like okay, the whole thing, the project, that whole subject I have to pass, I don't know, I can just read one page every day. In one day I can read one page. That is done from me. The same concept is actually used here. There are so many stages of memory with different kind of speed hierarchies between which will be accessed from the processor. Why? Because each level will provide certain kind of abstraction, certain kind of um, uh, division, that okay, this much operation can be done from primary memory because the speed is faster. Then we can have parallel processing over it, multiple processing over it, and then we can store those values into secondary, whichever is permanently stored. So as much level of abstraction, as much level of hierarchy is there, we are able to program, implement it better. Is it right? Is it agreeable? Or do you have some more points to add, or do you not agree with me in this? What do you say? Okay, so okay, there are mainly basically, so you can see L1 to cache, L2 cache, L3 cache, primary memory, secondary memory, and there are many. These all depends on the speed hierarchies and depending on the speeds of the memory storage. So this is how they actually look like. On the left side, you can see these are the primary memories. On the right side, you already have seen these things. I'm not going to repeat these. These are very basic concepts. So I'm skipping them. They are very basic to implement. These are output devices and input devices. So yeah, now let's see what is inside the basic mechanism when an instruction gets executed, how the registers values and general purpose register values actually get updated. So let's see. So yeah, two special purpose registers are actually used. That is called memory address register and memory data register. Memory address register, does anyone have any idea what is a special purpose register? Anyone?
सर जो स्पेशल पर्पस के लिए रिजर्व्ड होता है वो स्पेशल पर्पस
ये तो
रजिस्टर
बहुत ही जनरल डेफिनेशन हो गई. कैन यू बी मोर स्पेसिफिक? एनीवन?
सर बेसिकली मेमोरी और हमारे प्रोसेसर के बीच में इंटरेक्शन के लिए काम आता है.
Yeah, that is good. Okay, I'll do one thing. Can anybody just read the definition of memory address register? What's written here? Anyone?
Holds the address of the memory location to be accessed.
Yeah, okay. And can anyone read the definition of memory data register?
Holds
Anyone?
the data that is being written into memory or will receive the data being read out from memory.
Okay, so what is the keyword in memory address register? What do you think? What is the keyword?
Address.
Okay, and what is the keyword in data register?
Data.
Data.
So, and what is the full form for memory address register? That is memory MAR, that is memory address register, and for MDR it is memory data register. So the definition is clear in the name only. So the memory address register is actually holding the address of the memory which has to be accessed. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
and the data which has to be written into the memory, that is to be written in the memory data register. So holds the data that is to be written into the memory or will receive the data which has to be read from the memory. So address register will have the register the address of the data location for writing as well as reading. Okay, and for the memory data register will actually hold the data which has to be written into the memory. Is it clear with everyone? Can you think of some kind of a logic, if I tell you to implement this in some kind of a program, can you think of a way to implement these two things? How can you do
यस
that?
सर.
What will be your approach? क्या logic रहेगा?
सर जैसे ऐड दो नंबर को करना है तो जिस जगह पे मेमोरी में वो इंस्ट्रक्शन स्टोर्ड है
हाँ,
तो
तो
वो
मतलब कोई चीज यूज करोगे, कोई मतलब कोई सब्जेक्ट जो
Pointers use करेंगे sir
Yeah, so
for address.
any data structures you can use. Is it right? Linked list, tree, anything? Is it right? Is it right? You can
Yes,
think
sir.
of this in terms of a logic. तुम इसको implementation point of view में सोच सकते हो कि मैं एक जगह I have a list in which I have the addresses of all the places where I can access the data, and there is one list in which I'm just writing the data. So you can actually think in terms of, I'm not discussing which data structures or anything. I'm just saying that you can think of terms of implementation. Is it right?
Yes.
That's why we have this abstraction, because we're actually going to implement this in terms of a lower level language, that will be the machine instructions. So you can think of why this abstraction has been done, because you can just access these registers through some programming techniques, and then you can actually make make an interface to access primary memory for your own code or for your own implementation. So that's why these abstractions have been done. So yeah, this is how it actually looks like.
So,
Yeah.
In the special purpose register, तो इसका major motive ये address और data से related होगा. मतलब इसका special purpose will be to store.
Address is just memory address register is just holding the address where the data has to be written, or from where the data has to be read. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And memory data register will hold just the data. Okay.
Okay.
ठीक है, तो इसको इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पॉइंट में अपन कैसे देख सकते हैं प्रोसेसर और प्राइमरी में बीच का इंटरेक्शन. या सॉरी
सो मतलब सर लाइक इफ रजिस्टर इज जस्ट अ रजिस्टर तो जनरल रजिस्टर हो गया, बट इफ इट्स स्पेसिफिकली यूज्ड टू स्टोर अ स्पेसिफिक थिंग तब वो स्पेशल रजिस्टर हो गया.
नहीं, दीज आर द वो जनरल पर्पस रजिस्टर विल डिस्कस लेटर. टेम्परेरी रजिस्टर अलग हो, 3 टाइप के हो गए ना अपने. ये हो गए स्पेशल पर्पस, एक जनरल पर्पस, एक टेम्परेरी. ठीक है, एक स्पेशल पर्पस
इज लाइक जस्ट द एड्रेस एंड डेटा.
हाँ, ये 2 हैं अपने इस केस में. ठीक है, जो है मेमोरी एड्रेस रजिस्टर MER कहते हैं और डेटा रजिस्टर MDR कहते हैं. ठीक है.
यस.
तो इसको इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पॉइंट से देखें तो वो कैसे रहता है. अच्छा, ओके, वन क्वेश्चन आई एम आस्किंग, is this MAR MDR inside the processor or outside the processor?
Inside the processor.
Okay, it's inside. Acha, why do you need this kind of a structure? Can't we just place the primary memory inside the processor? We will not have this kind of a complicated structure. Why we can't do it?
Sir, size constraint.
Size constraint. Okay. Anyone else?
Accessing problem.
Access तो आसान हो जाएगा ना, बस हट गई.
So like registers are faster than the accessing the memory, तो register use कर लेते हैं.
But still there is an interface.
So processor में you store the value or data for a very short time. Primary memory can be used for either like short time या long time, थोड़ा long time store करने के लिए.
Okay, so yeah, somewhat right, but if you can imagine the processor doing so many complex things, and if you are also going to include the storage part into it, it will become so complex. Can you imagine? To make a proper abstraction and proper hierarchy, we need to have a primary memory section outside it. So is it clear? That's why we have some temporary registers and all those things inside the processor, where we're just storing some values for a very short period of time, and then storing it into primary or a secondary memory. But we can't have this kind of a setup inside the processor. That will make the system more complex. Are you agreeing with me? वो सारी चीजें तो हैं ही, साइज का कंस्ट्रेंट है, वो कॉस्ट, एवरीथिंग दैट इज एग्रीएबल, बट दोज आर ऑल implied factors. Are you agreeing with me?
सर बट स्पीड में तो ज्यादा अच्छा ही होगा ना.
Yeah, that's, I didn't say speed का issue. Speed will be better, definitely it will be better, but the thing will be much more complex. Are you agreeing with me?
Yes sir.
Okay, so अच्छा ठीक है, ये एड्रेस MAR से एक एड्रेस कुछ जा रहा है, यहाँ पे ये डबल बार बना हुआ है, एरो बनी हुई है to a primary memory, and then you have data in which the bidirectional arrow is there. Then you have a control signal in which you have a unidirectional arrow towards the primary memory. Can anybody tell me what is this? What are these arrows symbolizing?
Sir, address is going from MAR to primary memory. Data will flow both ways because
no, that is okay. I just want to know, is this some device, unit, something? It is called something.
Bus.
Yes, very good. And what kind of bus is this from address MAR to primary memory?
Address bus.
Address bus, but one directional, unidirectional, no?
Yes.
And for data, what is this? Is this unidirectional or bidirectional?
Bidirectional.
So what does this means? You have bidirectional data bus from primary memory, in between primary memory and MDR. What does this mean? इससे क्या मतलब होता है?
So data can be written or accessed.
And read or written, right?
Yes.
So ये बात clear है? Is it clear with everyone? टेल मी, अगर
Yes,
किसी
sir.
को डाउट है तो पूछो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ठीक है। ये क्लियर होना चाहिए क्योंकि यही कंसेप्ट बाद में विल बी लॉट ऑफ बिग फ्लो चार्ट, सो ये इंपॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट्स हैं।
सर ये डाटा वाला एक बार दोबारा बता दीजिए।
सी फॉर डेटा only two operations are happening, either you are reading the data or you are writing the data. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
So from MDR, either you will write the data to primary memory or you will read the data. You can also read the data from primary memory. Is it right?
Yes sir.
So that's why you have bidirectional bus. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Okay. Control signal, will the control signal bus be bidirectional or unidirectional?
Unidirectional.
From processor to
memory.
Why? Because you have to send the instructions. What are the instructions?
Read या
Sample.
फिर write.
Yeah, read, write, any operations, any other than that. So is this concept clear to everyone? इसमें किसी को डाउट है?
सर ऑपरेशंस थोड़ी ना कंट्रोल सिग्नल मतलब मेमोरी को भेजेगा, मतलब वो तो सिर्फ रीड एंड राइट का
हाँ,
ही
रीड
बोलेगा।
राइट भेज रहा है वही, बट इज दिस कंसेप्ट बाई डायरेक्शनल, यूनी डायरेक्शनल बसेस, एमडीआर, वेयर इज एमएआर प्लेस्ड, ऑल दीज थिंग्स क्लियर? किसी को
Yes,
डाउट
sir.
है इसमें?
सर प्राइमरी मेमोरी का दोबारा से एक बार समझा दीजिए कि वो प्रोसेसर के अंदर क्यों नहीं प्लेस्ड? आपने कहा कि कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज हो जाती है, मतलब एज इन व्हाट? कैसी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मतलब?
प्रोसेसर कई सारी चीजें कर रहा है, ये तो बहुत छोटा सा एग्जांपल है। जैसे प्रोसेसर को छोटा रखना है, कॉम्पैक्ट रखना है, इसमें ऑलरेडी कई सारे ट्रांजिस्टर्स होते हैं, बहुत सारे, उसके अंदर बहुत सारा कंट्रोल लॉजिक होता है, बहुत सारा, कि कौन सा सिग्नल कब जाएगा, सिंक्रोनसली वो ऑपरेशंस होने चाहिए। क्योंकि यू कैन इमेजिन रजिस्टर का साइज बहुत छोटा होता है, उसमें डेटा स्टोरेज बहुत छोटा होता है, सो देयर आर मेनी रजिस्टर्स टू परफॉर्म दीज थिंग्स, but you can imagine doing everything parallelly will be a very complex thing. So if you have that kind of a storage inside also, apart from the registers, temporary register inside a processor, एक तो उसका size increase होगा क्योंकि अपन primary memory का size जो है वो in comparison with the transistors we have not able to decrease that much. दूसरा cost increase होगा, तीसरा complexity भी बढ़ेगी, उसमें एक नया constraint जुड़ जाएगा। Is it right?
सर वही मैं पूछ रही हूँ कि बाकी तो मुझे समझ आया, ये कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी वाला पॉइंट मेरे से विजुअलाइज नहीं हो रहा।
मतलब इसमें कई सारे प्रोसेसर में कई सारे ऑपरेशंस होते हैं ना, इज इट राइट?
हाँ जी।
तो वो चीज अपन इसके अंदर एग्जैक्ट कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी में बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स हैं, आई लेट यू नो लेटर, कई सारी चीजें हैं उसके अंदर। सो आई थिंक दैट शुड बी कवर्ड हियर। आई विल व्हेन डिस्कस द प्रोसेसर ना, उसके अंदर विल सी। ठीक है,
ठीक है।
सो इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर विद एवरीवन?
Yes sir.
Yeah. So these are the two major operations which we are doing, that is reading and writing. For reading, what we are doing is loading the memory address in MAR. What is the full form of MAR?
Memory address register.
Yeah. Then issue the control signal read. Then the data is read from the memory that is stored in MDR. What is the full form of MDR?
Memory data register.
Yeah, okay. So for writing, you load the memory into MAR, load the data into MDR, and then you finally write it. So what is the major difference between the read and write? Read and write में क्या major difference?
सर रीड मतलब एक्सेसिंग द डेटा फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी मेमोरी, और राइट में एड्रेस पे जाके लिख रहे हैं।
नहीं, एक मेजर डिफरेंस इन तीन इंस्ट्रक्शंस को देख, कंट्रोल सिग्नल का, या कंट्रोल सिग्नल इसमें सेकंड ऑपरेशन में आ रहा है या थर्ड ऑपरेशन में आ रहा है? ठीक है, इज इट राइट?
यस सर।
दिस इज द जनरल फ्लो फॉर इट।
सर
या
सो कंट्रोल सिग्नल वाला पार्ट नहीं समझा सर।
कंट्रोल सिग्नल यहाँ पे रीड एंड राइट वी आर डूइंग ना, आइदर यू आर गोइंग टू रीड आर यू गोइंग टू राइट फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी मेमोरी। ठीक है, तो फॉर रीडिंग यू हैव टू सेंड द कंट्रोल सिग्नल रीड, फॉर राइटिंग यू विल सेंड द कंट्रोल सिग्नल राइट. So when you are reading something, what you will do, you will load the memory address into MAR, then you will send the control signal read to the primary memory that you have to read it to the MAR. Then the control unit will read from the location in the primary memory and store the data into MDR. Is it right? Okay. The same the thing for the writing, what you will do is actually store the memory address into MAR. Then the data has to be again fed into MDR, and that the data will be stored into the location, into the address location which has been stored into MAR into the primary memory. That will be done through the control signal that is write into. Is it right? Okay.
Yes sir.
ठीक है, तो इन सब चीज़ों को करने के लिए we need two special purpose registers, that is program counter and instruction register. Program counter actually holds the memory address of the next instruction to be executed. So this is the two other registers through which we are actually going to do this. The instruction register is actually going to temporarily hold the instruction which has to be fetched from the memory. Program counter basically अगला step बताता है कि like for an example of reading, how many steps are actually needed here? 3. So when you will do one question I'm going to ask here. Program counter will depend on the byte size of the CPU. If it's a 32-bit processor, what will be the byte size, the word size for it? Can anybody tell me? जो next. Hello, sorry, your voice is breaking. No, your voice is not clear. Can anybody tell me 32-bit के लिए क्या रहेगा?
Sir, 8 word size.
2 raised to power कुछ करते हैं ना अपन, क्या करते हैं? I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear your voice because it's breaking a lot. Okay, so the next counter will depend on the architecture, that is 4 it will increment. So पहला program counter अगर 1 पे है, then the 4 will be the next, and there will be the next memory address will be stored. Or program counter will actually tell the computer कि कौन सा वाला instructions we have to perform. Like the first step you have to perform here, then the second, then third is all will perform according to the program counter. And instructions जो होंगे, जो instructions we are performing will be temporarily stored into these instruction registers. So temporarily holds the instructions that has been fetched from the memory, need to be decoded to find out the instruction type, and contains information about the location of the data. So this is basically it is decoding which operation we have to perform on which operand, whether it's what kind of operation we are performing, and where is this actually located at. So these two registers actually perform those two instructions. So earlier we read about special purpose register, that is MAR, MDR, and then these are the special purpose registers which are called program counter and instruction register. Is it clear with everyone?
Sir, आप वो 32-bit वाला बोल रहे थे, वो एक बार समझा सकते हैं?
Byte size actually that is also coming later on, but I'll share कि program counter that depends on the byte size, कितना अपना एक अपन byte देते हैं उसको. So if it's it depends on the architecture, the total size of the bit size of the processor which we are using. Like if it's a 32-bit architecture, then we can have a 4 byte of word, so the program counter will execute accordingly. We'll discuss regarding this later on also, so that it becomes much more clear. I don't think so it's a proper way, because अगर यहीं discuss करेंगे ना, थोड़ा confusion आएगा अपने को. ये तुम लोग ने वैसे शायद पहले पढ़ा होगा. Have you read about this?
Yes sir,
Yes,
but
sir.
हम सबका machine instructions बहुत weak है. If you could revise
Okay,
that.
या हाँ, वो मेरे को भी लगता है कि एक बार अपन उसको ठीक से करेंगे ना, then it will be better. इसे हवा में मतलब just for rough, I don't think so it will be a better thing. We'll see कि we'll have a discussion over it. ठीक है? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this is the architecture of example processor. That's why I think this week we can have the introductory part, or all of the introductory part, so we can summarize all those topics. अगर कोई doubt है, so that we can clear, then we can have a proper understanding of the processor blocks. Then it will have, you will be able to understand properly. Is it fine with everyone?
Yes sir. And sir, please assume कि हमें कुछ नहीं आता सर.
नहीं, अपन डिस्कस करेंगे. आता होगा यार, ऐसा थोड़ा ना, कुछ तो पढ़े ही होगे, कुछ तो
लास्ट टाइम तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आया सर.
हाँ नहीं, अपन डिस्कस करेंगे, कोई इशू नहीं, जितना अपन आराम से पढ़ेंगे. और ये आई विल शेयर दी स्लाइड्स एंड द वीडियो लेक्चर्स व्हिच आई एम आल्सो फॉलोइंग, सो साथ में करेंगे, कोई इशू नहीं है. ठीक है? तो दिस इज कॉल्ड मेमोरी, इन विच यू हैव सम जनरल पर्पस रजिस्टर्स. 3 रजिस्टर्स होते हैं. कौन कौन से होते हैं? एनीवन? देयर आर 3 कैटेगरीज ऑफ रजिस्टर्स इनसाइड द प्रोसेसर. कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी?
General purpose register, special register, and
temporary. Yeah, okay. Is this clear with everyone? Hopefully this is clear with everyone. We have seen special purpose registers. कौन कौन से देखे अपन ने? Which one we have seen?
MAR,
MAR and
MOM,
MDR.
PC, and
How many? 4,
IR.
3. How many?
4.
4. Are you clear with all the functionalities of these 4 registers? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good. अगर कोई doubt हो पूछना, content I'll share, no problem. ठीक है? So yeah, this is an example. Actually, I have to go and attend a seminar which is mandatory for me. So we'll discuss this in the next section, in the next class. I'll share with you guys soon the course contents and all those things, because it has not been shared with me properly by the course coordinator. So we'll have a proper sync and we have an updated file. So I'll share that. Okay. ठीक है? कोई doubt हो तो you guys can ask me later on also. So yeah, I'll have to end the meeting now because I have to join the seminar. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.